And here we go. Woo, if you guys could be a fly on the wall for these mastermind sessions that we talk about marketing and industry and you guys and the community, that one day, Nick, is going to be a reality series on its own.
It's going to be, we got to start it on Twitch.
Yep.
You know?
Yep. And just when Dr. Nick's is so massive, nothing even matters. Like, sure, just copy everything they're doing. Like, whatever. Good luck. And just stream it all.
That's what we'll do. We'll just write the playbook. It's like everyone wants, it's like often imitated, never duplicated. And we even put live streaming cameras out throughout our office just to help in case you're really trying to get that down.
100%. Well, everybody, we are streaming. We are live on YouTube right now. Welcome to the Doctor's Orders live stream, episode 168 of free content of getting to know this wonderful company and, more importantly, the people behind it. Knowing how they think, knowing how they move, knowing how the business operates, and really just trying to build that trust in a lifestyle brand, in a brand that you feel related to, that you feel like you're their only customer. That's what we do here, you guys. Do we have some tangents? Of course. Do we talk about non-related or non-beard related stuff? We better. That's life. Variety. We can't just talk about beard stuff all the time. But it just gives you this open access on a weekly basis to the owner of this company. We also have Jill in the chat. If you guys don't know, she is the co-owner, and so she's available, always dropping great comments and lines in there. And my name is Dan C. Bearded. I am not an owner of this company, but I am a huge fan, and I love working with them. I love helping them build this company, build this community, this stream in particular. If you guys are with that, hit the thumbs up, share it with a friend. Maybe somebody might learn something today that is good mental food for them, because we're going to go over part 2 of a topic of what beard product companies wish you knew. Meaning, we're going to go over some stuff that you just don't usually hear, because most beard product companies' communication is through a stationary post, through a email, through a text message. You get to actually hear the tone, the inflection, the long-form transparency discussion, and that's what this stream is for. We highly welcome topics from owners like Nate of Johnny Ray. If he has anything he wants us to go in on, we'd love to talk about that. And this just makes for a beautiful episode if you, as the consumer and the fan, have questions about beard product companies and operations. Nothing but transparency here, you guys. I'm proud to help bring that to you. Again, my name is Dan. This man is named Nick. We're kind of color palette matching over here, you know, a little bit. Yeah. Neither of us have Dr. Nick's hats on today, so we took a little side detour on that.
You're rocking the Bucky's dad hat.
Have to.
Look at that.
One of my favorite hats. And I got black and green on the pants. You got a little, you know, you had to put the colors together.
I'm picking up what you're putting down there. He's suave.
Thank you, sir. Well,
it's not lost on us.
Very New England, late fall. Very, very stylish, comfy. How are you doing today, Nick?
Dude, about the same. Like this thing's comfy. I like this a lot. But no, no Dr. Nick's hat, but wear another one of just more fun custom artwork hat. Had to have fun and throw on something cool today. And it happened, and it just so happened to kind of go. No, things are good, man. Things are good. Things are busy. Things are crazy. As usual, lots of my head right now, I would say, is full of numbers, trying to, and it sort of is one of those weird things, like, when you're chewing on something in your head mentally, and it's kind of sitting there in the background, like it's like this, whenever there's nothing else going, I always refer to it as like my idle processes, because I'm a nerd. So it's like, whenever it's not doing something else, it's sitting there kind of spinning on this. I've noticed that there's not one linear thought in there at all this week. It's literally just like numbers. I'm trying to figure out like these ratios of budgets between things. We're doing like our planning for next year. And it's like, I am the farthest thing in the world from an accountant, which is why we hired a fractional CFO so he can advise us on such things. But that's basically kind of where I'm at, man. It's like talking about anything with another human is like a luxury and a joy right now, because otherwise I am trapped up in here all day, and it's been getting a little loud. So this is a perfect break.
Now, do you ever do things to stop it? Like I'm the same way. My brain does not idle. My brain does not stop. If I do, I have this weird intrinsic guilt. It's probably not healthy, but I love, like, some people have criticized this and said, "Hey, I'm feel bad for you and you should." No. I love it. But I do have to stop it at times, to the point where there have been days recently where I've had to bring like my phone in the shower and play a podcast. Otherwise, my thoughts just get so deep and so intense that I have to put on Kill Tony. Or I've been really liking some videos by Yes Theory YouTube channel lately, and I just have to let my mind get to something else. Otherwise, those numbers and those thoughts and the planning consume me. Do you have an outlet like that?
I do. And it's usually like listening to stand up, listening to something mindless, and just trying to like pull any amount of attention out of my head that I can. I will tell you though, I tried that this morning, and I found myself spacing off about what I'm thinking about over what I was listening to.
Oh, same.
So sometimes that works, sometimes that it doesn't. And this is one of those weird times where, like, I think the only things that are distracting me right now are like things that are really consuming, like stuff that you've got to like all the way focus on, like cooking Asian food in a wok, because you can't stop touching it because it's hot. You have it on high. You got to add ingredients constantly, and you're constantly stirring and mixing. It's like, I can think back over the past month, and I think like cooking stir fry, or like playing guitar, or like working on a part of an engine that's about to either burn you or cut your finger off. You know, one of those things. Like like you have to be focused. Like those are the only things that I think's been giving me any amount of a break lately. Dude, anyway.
So true on what you said, and then what Nate says here. He said the rewind game is strong. So 100%. Yesterday, I was trying to edit videos. I would catch myself drifting on thoughts, and I'll realize there were 2 to 3 minutes where the video was playing and I did absolutely no editing, and I didn't even like the spot where I should have put a transition, the spot I should have put some text. I just went totally past it because my mind was nowhere near editing, but it would come and go, and it would be like, I'd be editing, and then it'd reach a lull for a second where I'm just talking, and then all of a sudden those numbers would start creeping in. All of a sudden November would start creeping in, and then before I know it, I'm 3 minutes later, I'm like, oh my God, he said subscribe. Dan, why are you not putting up the subscribe graphic? What are you doing? And so, yeah. How did I sleep last night? I slept hard. I didn't fall asleep quickly. I didn't get probably enough sleep on most people's radar, but once I actually fell asleep, I fell asleep great. Fell asleep great.
I was weird. Jill and I both had like the weirdest night's sleep last night. We both just woke up a million times, and that's not typical for either one of us. But for some reason, it was like in every hour or two, one of us was up. It was so weird.
Okay. Yeah. Yep. I could see that. No, I didn't wake up, but I didn't go to sleep till probably 2. But
it must have been me anticipating all the banging noise all day long of my neighbor's house now getting his roof done, because he liked my roofer and they made buddies, and then he ended up working out a pretty good deal here between like the two of us and did like a little package action, and nice. and now hence being here in the here I am in the office. I was thinking about doing the stream there today, and that would not have worked. That would have been a lot of background noise.
Thankfully, it should only be a day or two. They're pretty dang good these days.
Dude, they're super fast, and it's just payback because my roof job took an extra day. So, and they finished mine on a Sunday too. So I had to apologize to all my neighbors because I had people banging away at my roof at 9 o'clock in the morning on a Sunday until like 6 at night.
Yeah.
So I can't say nothing.
Yeah, even. So yeah, that's amazing. But I hope everybody's doing well. And also, I'm going to give a little sneak peek because we got that early squad. And thank you for you guys being in here. We already have crazy numbers. We know it's the middle of the day. We know a lot more people watch it on replay. If you are watching replay, hop on in the comments. We'd love to see your guys' feedback and responses if you're at work or whatever's going on. But I'll give a little appetizer.
New names.
Next week is Thanksgiving week. So what we're going to do is a Thanksgiving giveaway stream. And so tune in next week on Tuesday, and we will have a Thanksgiving giveaway stream where it's just given back to you guys. And it'll be a little twist on giveaways. Won't be the traditional method. Don't know exactly, but very excited for that one, just to say thank you guys for the community, for supporting Dr. Nix. So that will be next week. And I do remember when this whole idea was birthed on this stream, because I had that crazy story of wind damage to my roof and got it covered by insurance.
Yep.
And we had people that had experience with this industry and gave advice. Did you get it covered, Nick?
Absolutely. And they came out, they inspected, they found wind damage. And just like we were talking about on the stream, we live right near the coast. It's a 20-year-old roof. It's still within its life expectancy. And it's not like you had to get very creative to go and find wind damage, according to the inspector. He's like, so there was pulled through nails on a few shingles on all of the faces. And any face that has a pulled through nail warrants replacing or repair. And my shingles were 20 years old and discontinued 5 years ago. And Jason, I'm sure you know about this too, man. Like, I'm so glad you guys pointed this out on the stream, because I got the right people involved. There was a guy that came out with my roofer who took a sample of the shingle, and he sends it into this lab. And the lab actually puts the shingle under a microscope and counts how many of what color grits are in the shingle, to tell the insurance company they either can or cannot find a suitable replacement. And if they can't find a replacement, they got to replace the whole face of the roof.
Wow.
And then
I didn't realize it was that intense.
Oh my God. And my roofer, again, we got a little bit of a language barrier going on. Like, he's a one-man show. I got kind of concerned when they're like, well, we're going to need an ITIL certified lab report from blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh boy, this is a nice way of telling you no. This is how they tell you no without telling you no. And Ronaldo was like, oh yeah, no problem, I got that. And then within like a day, he had someone else on site with him. The report got sent in, the shingles got sent in with it. 2 days later, bam, approvals came. And since I set the precedent there on the circle of where I am, it actually worked out well, because my neighbor had his insurance adjuster came out, and he's like, well, you guys are on the same cliff in the backyard here. If he's got wind damage, you got wind damage. He's like, look at it. He's like, I can see pull throughs from down here. And so basically my neighbor had his adjuster came out and said, well, if your neighbor had wind damage, you got it replaced. I don't see why we're not going to do the same for you. You're right next door. So they included him and replaced his roof as well. So getting good advice here on the stream actually caused, I think you probably saved a collective, $70,000 between two people's roofs. And it's all literally, I would have never had it inspected. It would have been like, I would have called it an old roof and replaced it. And just because we kind of listened in here, some good advice, had someone come out, and sure as heck, it was more than just an old roof. It was a damaged old roof.
Any Benjamins being exchanged on the inspection?
Of course not. This is a stream that lasts forever.
True. Very true. That would never happen.
Why would that ever happen? I don't even appreciate the suggestion.
I have a sick brain sometimes, and it just leaks out.
Well,
sometimes.
Thank goodness for straight and narrow people like me to keep you in line.
They say
what would
balance
you do?
Finds each other, right? Opposites
you would just
attract.
devolve.
Yeah, because that would be morally wrong.
Well, clearly,
yeah,
and fiscally irresponsible.
Never been there myself, but it did cross my mind.
Yeah, well, it's a good thing you got good friends to help you make good decisions, Dan. And it's a good thing we have good friends here on the stream to help me make good decisions and call people out to inspect the roof. So Jason, much appreciated, my friend. It was killer. You saved us.
Yes. All right.
You saved our vacation budget. That means we can actually like go somewhere maybe next year. Is like we didn't have to spend all of our hard-earned money on a roof. Now we get to maybe like go somewhere in February for a few days. That could be pretty cool. Who knows? Yeah,
we
getting crazy.
Always Thanksgiving weekend travel for the last like 14 years. This is the first year we have a pool. I got to remind myself of that. We're super thankful, super happy. I can't use the pool for the next 4 or 5 months, but we are staying home for the first time ever. Sam's birthday, which is on Sunday, you guys. And then
happy birthday, Sam.
Thanksgiving. And and so we're just going to make the most of it. I think we're going to go to the movies and just kind of hang out. And I don't know, we don't lay low well. So we're going to see how this works, but I feel you on that. And yeah, we just don't have the budget to go travel this year. but we'll be home. We'll be warm. We're going to
That's
have a
it.
good Thanksgiving dinner at home for the first time. So it's
And
going to be
once
good.
in a while, you shift stuff. You know what I mean? Like, and
Yeah,
it's not like just because you're not doing it this year doesn't mean you're not going to do it next year. You'll probably do it
exactly.
bigger next year. But it's like,
Exactly.
what always gets me is that things do have like an ebb and flow. You know, like sometimes resources go to different stuff throughout the year, and that dictates, how you're going to spend the rest of your year. Like I look back to 8 years ago. It was like a villa on the coast of Vieques, off the coast of Puerto Rico, with a private chef. Then sometimes you have life happens, and you have to spend your money on other things,
Yep.
and you're doing Thanksgiving at home,
Yeah.
right? And so that's just one of those things. That's how life goes.
Yep. And I knew what I was getting signed up for. It's nothing bad, but it was just funny you said that. This will be our first time in 14 years. Before the kids, we used to go to Savannah, Georgia every Thanksgiving. Entirely random. Just we loved the city.
No family out there or anything.
Nobody.
You
We stopped there on a drive home one time.
and you
we
can't
were
even
like,
eat cornbread stuffing.
yeah, it's amazing. An amazing city. It's got the haunted tour. It's got great seafood. The Spanish moss is beautiful everywhere. And so we used to do that. And then
I
we
love
had
the
kids.
cypress trees down there.
Yeah, and we had kids, we would essentially find the Marriott resort that we had points at. And so we'd go to like San Antonio and Orlando and get warm. But this year, yeah, we're hanging at home. And so I'm excited. I genuinely am excited. I think it'll be a nice family time and do little things that we don't always have the time to with soccer. Go to the movies, maybe go to a trampoline park, like $100 day rather than a $10,000 week,
Dude. And you know what? There's something to be said for it too, because you know what happens inside those, like, those couple $100 days is like you go somewhere and all of a sudden it's like, it's like, well, I wasn't planning on grabbing a new pair of shoes, but hey, we didn't go on a trip, so we can do whatever we want while we're out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's one of those weird things. You end up having different fun. It's not that you have no fun.
Yeah, get that extra side of mashed potatoes. Go crazy.
You do it. Mm-hmm. You get those. You get them.
Yep. And Zach says, Nick is so right. Some years we go all out on summer beach trip. Other years we'll go all out on Christmas. And yeah, you just adjust. You go with life.
That's it, man. The ebb and flows. You got to go with them.
Topics. I'm going to hit the first one. And it's one that's been covered before, but it needs to be covered again because it is unbelievably topical and timely. And then we'll go to Nick. And if Nate, Corey, any other owners have topics to talk about. And if you've heard this before, bear with me. If you have not, please listen. What business owners, especially this time of year, would like you to know from their perspective is please, please, please listen here. They have no control over shipping. These beard product owners have no control over shipping. And here's the biggest point of it all, you guys. Shipping slows down during the holiday season. It's very, very simple to understand. They have a set amount of employees. They have a set amount of trucks. They have a set amount of routes. And it's relatively similar all year until November and December.
Mm-hmm.
They now have those same amount. Now, maybe they'll bring in seasonal workers, but those seasonal workers don't know what they're doing. And I'm not saying that in a knocking kind of way. They're coming into a job that they don't do every day.
They're green.
They're green. And so when you have this mass influx of not only people buying things, 'tis the season, Black Friday deals have begun, like Dr. Nick's, 20% off on the website, right meow, go check it out. So they're buying things online more than ever. Every year that percentage increases. And so those packages are being shipped to you. But also it's holiday season. So the actual consumer, the home person, is shipping out presents to their kids in college, to their adult children, to their grandparents. And so in both directions, there are more packages, meaning yours might be a day or two slower, meaning there could be more likelihood of a delay, a mistake. The demands that I hear from people, because again, I'm the middleman. People come to me to complain about companies. Companies come to me and let me know the frustrations with consumer situations. The amount of people that have come to me about being so upset at beard product companies because of shipping delays, because of shipping times, and some of them are just ridiculous, and this message will never land. I ordered 2 days ago, and I have not received... Don't you dare. But just understand, you guys, If they could get that package to you magically and quickly, they would do it in a heartbeat. There's absolutely no reason. They don't make money off shipping. They only ever lose on shipping, you guys. So just have a little bit of grace, a little bit of understanding. This time of year, shipping is slower. It will be next year. It was last year. It's not their fault. Please stop taking it out on the company. Now, 3 weeks goes by and your tracking hasn't updated in 7 days. Yes, reach out to the company, put it on their radar, see what they can do to help you get the products that you paid for with your hard-earned money.
Heck yes.
But if it was supposed to be delivered on Tuesday and there was a delay, it's not there Wednesday, emailing the company doesn't help. They don't know. It's follow the tracking. And so for me, and I didn't tell Nick I was going to go on this one. I didn't tell anybody. Like, this is just such a big one that companies can't really come out and complain about. They can't really come out and be too forceful because people don't want to hear that. I will. Stop coming at these companies harshly because of mail. It's so frustrating, and it just kills me because I feel like we as grown adults should be able to understand that. And we should be able to place that thought process, but so many don't. It's this instant gratification world.
Oh, dude. I mean, instant gratification is real. I mean, I fall victim to it. I want stuff. I always joke with Jill whenever I order something online. Like, it's a running joke in our house where if we order something and we're both in on it, right? We're like, oh, we're going to order this or order that. One of us will come downstairs either later that day or the next day and be like, oh my God, where is so-and-so? Take forever with the order, because we joke about it constantly. But yeah, I mean, I choose not to wear my UPS shirt just to hide, whenever I'm here, but no, we have no affiliation with any carrier, right? We can't schedule it. We can't control their schedule. They are not guaranteed services, nor are they temp controlled, right? Two things. And then that'll lead into our next one.
But wait, Nick, your website says 3 to 5 days. And that's on you. That's not on UPS. Yours, I bought from you, not UPS.
Well, little known secret, those estimated delivery dates are provided by the carrier whenever they're quoting a price for the shipping. And we actually, you know what we do? We actually, just like we don't mark up our shipping, we do not remove days from those estimates, believe it or not. We let those estimates come straight through, and those things just pop right on through whatever they say they're going to be. That's what pops up whenever you're picking your shipping. And also another interesting one with the shipping is we also we do send an email with shipping confirmation, but depending on what apps or service you're running on your residential address, there is USPS has informed delivery. UPS has My Choice, and UPS My Choice, and FedEx has My FedEx or whatever the heck it is. But what these services do, they're free and you sign up for them. And I'm not advocating that you do it because this is part of our problem sometimes. I use them, but doesn't mean you should. It just depends on what you want to see. Is they notify you when a label has been created for your address. So like if someone's going to send me a UPS package, like if Dan went to the UPS store, or say he went to one of those online pirate ship places, right?
Yeah.
And you were going to go buy a label, and he was going to send me a Christmas present, and he buys that label. They buy it from UPS. I get an email right then that says a package is on its way to you. Expected delivery date next Wednesday, whatever, right? Or whatever it might be based on the service that he selected. That gets sent to me automatically because in the system, a label popped up with my address on it and I'm registered for the service.
Yep.
We can't control those emails either. So like we'll send an email saying, thank you for your order. Here's your order confirmation. Here's your order number, etc. Here's your order summary. But then sometimes people will get a second email from the carrier that says, here's your estimated delivery date. Well, if we printed that label on maybe
Saturday,
maybe we did. Maybe we came in on a Saturday and printed it and then shot you the email and it said it's going to get there Thursday. Yep. But then it gets picked up by the carrier on Monday. Right, that puts you into Saturday. We don't have Saturday delivery unless if it's an extra charge. We don't offer it, so it would go in on a Monday, right? So that just pushed back that ETA Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, 4 days. And it was literally because a label got printed Saturday and shipped right very next business day as fast as we could do it. But UPS, for some reason, doesn't do that. Like they don't include, I don't know why, but they don't include it in the calculation. So there's some things fighting against us with shipping, and it is exacerbated this time of year.
Yep.
Right? It's anything that's bad throughout the rest of the year, anything that has an issue once in a while, just multiply it by 10 this time of year, and that's definitely what you're going to get, right? So
yeah, and to button it up, I think Dylan has the great perspective here. He said the fact that we can ship anything across our country in the matter of a few days, 99% of the time, for like $5, $6, $7, it really is amazing.
It is.
And we've been tainted with things like Amazon with our expectations and just ridiculous. It's pretty amazing that we can do that. And
it is.
I am thankful. Luckily, I'm at a point in my life where I don't track packages. I'm not somebody watching things unless it's a rare occasion for some reason. And so it helps my mental state. That's a really, really good perspective. Thank you for sharing that, Dylan. I agree. Yep. I agree.
And you look at like, it's kind of like how it's a miracle the internet works.
Yeah.
It's kind of a miracle we can ship anything and have it work through these shipping networks. Like, have you ever been inside of a shipping depot? Like a hub?
No.
Oh dear God. Like it is an absolute miracle that anything makes it anywhere. Like if you ever want to, and usually, by the way, the postmasters will do it, especially if you have like a kid. Use like the kid as a guide. Like, can we get a tour of one of your hub, shipping depots? It's like, oh sure, bring them over, talk to Jim, but go do it. It's endlessly amusing. Like it's conveyor belts and hooks and little grabby things with hangers on them. I mean, it is a symphony of just things flying everywhere.
Insane.
Oh yeah, Dylan. I mean, pretty close. It's like one giant Rube Goldberg machine. Like it is. Like it's one of those weird things I would assume where it follows the 3-phase complexity matrix of comprehension,
yes.
Which would be, to us, okay, I buy a label, it gets picked up, it goes somewhere, they scan them, put them in the right box, and it goes on another truck. Simple, easy peasy, right? And it seems like, okay, seems a little complicated. Like, how do they do that many of them? But okay, not so bad. Then you learn a little bit more about it and you think to yourself, oh, well, this is super easy. There's tracking numbers. They got a really good system. There's bins. This is easy. Like, why does this ever get messed up? I pay you for this service. How do you ever get it wrong? And then you learn more about it and you're like, never mind. It's a miracle it ever gets from here to the first depot. Like, do your best, guys. I understand it's difficult.
I actually hate that you introduced that concept to me years ago because it's always on my mind. And there's things that I know more than most people in the whole world on. Just a couple, but it's a true statement, right?
Yep.
But then I get people that talk to me as if I'm wrong and talk to me in this like expert level. And I know that they're not even on step 1. And I've reached step 3 to be like, I broke through that like knowledge barrier to understand there's so much more to this than I could. You and I, before the stream, we're talking about things that completely polar shifts on our mindset and our approach on things we know very well. But we hit that next tier where you're like, oh wow, we don't know anything. Yeah. And then you accept that, but then somebody who's on step 1 tells you that you're an idiot and you don't like you're wrong and stuff. It's so hard to like understand that method. Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's the step 2ers that you really got to watch out for. It's the one that are going to be like, talking to a race car driver and be like, you know what? I rented a Camaro from Hertz a couple of weeks ago. And you know what I think you should be doing?
Listen to that example. That's so perfect. Yeah, I had a rental Mustang. And like, I know you're always turning left in NASCAR. Have you tried turning right? Like, it's pretty crazy. It works that way. Like
I noticed you not holding any RPMs when you were on your first like 25% of your clutch. You think that's really the most efficient way to get off the line, or?
And then, dude, Arden, you're so true here. Nick has a fantastic line. I told you guys I did a random quote of the night last night. I'm a quote guy. Nick has a fantastic line that also Nick goes through my brain too often, guys. This is not healthy.
It's just because I talk too much.
Some people would be worried about how much I think about him. But The line that always runs through my mind as well, Arden says, you should order enough in advance so shipping time is not a problem. Nick knows exactly what I'm going to say. Your lack of preparation is not my emergency.
That's it.
And it's so true. And this comes up for companies all the time. Hey, I paid for 3 to 5 day shipping because I was going on vacation on Saturday and I needed this by Friday night. And that was on the 3 days. I assumed it would get there by then. And you need to refund me now. And
so, whoa.
Should have planned ahead.
Yep. I saw a bumper sticker that summed up that saying of mine, that a lack of planning on your part does not constitute an emergency on mine. And I saw the abbreviated version of it on a bumper sticker that says, I'm not in your hurry. And I was like, oh, you're not in my hurry. I should slow down.
I feel like you need that tattooed on you, Nick.
Dude, I think I do. But it's talking to me.
Yeah. I know.
I'm not in your hurry. You're not. I'm not. Who's?
But it would calm you. It would calm you.
It would. It would at least make me think about it.
Yeah, that's the best one. I used all of my beard I'm out of beard products and your order is delayed. Well,
regardless of our delay, that's not going to fix your problem today.
Yeah. All right, Nick will have a topic, but first, quick question for our baldies out there. Do you recommend shampoo and conditioner for guys who are bald, or would body wash suffice? What do you gentlemen use on your scalp when it is bald? I can't help here.
Nope, because you got a full head of lettuce. I can absolutely help you. And what I use is face wash. It's one of those things where I don't know. I could be so dead wrong, and this could only work for me. So please, treat me like one of those construction trucks right now that has the sign on the back that says "Do not follow," because I don't know if this is the best advice. It might be. Is that I think when the hair on your head stops growing hair, right? I think it's less of a scalp and more of a face, or just an extension of your forehead almost, right? Because if you think about if the way mine is anyway, like my skin on my head where it doesn't grow hair definitely doesn't get it doesn't act the same as the parts of my head that still grow hair, right? And so it acts much more like my face. Like if I use something too harsh or too stripping, like a shampoo, or if I'm out of face wash or something, and all I have with me is beard wash, maybe for whatever reason, even the beard wash will dry out my head a little bit. Like it's too drying for the top of my head. So I have in the past used shampoo, right? Because it's what was there and I didn't have a problem. But on a regular basis, I'm face wash.
Okay.
And that's just probably because I'm a delicate little flower too. Like Dennis, he's probably, he's got, I think, hardier skin than I do, right? He gets less irritation. So he uses beard wash on there. He could probably treat it like a cast iron skillet and wash it with just about anything. Be totally
Dennis,
fine, but not me.
He called you hardy, not me. I think you're beautiful and delicate and like a flower in the spring morning. That's what I think. Don't let him talk about you like that. Jeez. They're friends in person, guys.
Yeah, he'll just come over here and make fun of me if he doesn't like
Nick
it.
has sensitive skin. That's just
why
this company exists.
Like a
just
petunia.
Why it's here.
Yeah, I bruise like a peach, and I just get irritated and red. We were actually just talking last week about how do you give people beard advice and if it's like unsolicited or not. I think that was last week or the week before.
Yeah.
Just happened to me at a store. I walked up to a guy. He's like, damn, looking at my beard. He's like, I wish, man. He's like, if I get any longer than right here, he's like, you won't even be able to tell I'm wearing a black shirt. I get so many flakes and it's just red. And he had a red beard, light skin, just like me. And I was like, you know what? We were just talking about how I shouldn't give people unsolicited beard advice, but I did start a beard products company for that exact reason you're talking about. So I literally can't not tell you about it because you are the reason I started it. And
have to.
Yeah.
Ginger Squad.
Yeah. Yeah.
Says we bruise easy and our skin's sensitive to everything, especially sun.
Even as a day walker here, here I am just blending right in until something brushes up against you that's made out of a plant.
Still one of my favorite comedy bits ever is Shane Gillis day walker. Just a regular day walker.
So good.
Oh man. Okay. do you have a topic for us, Mr. Nick, on something beard product company owners wish you knew as the consumer?
Okay. The lengths that we go through to make sure that you guys get what you're used to with certain things that I think are important, and they might not be. So for me, here's one. The bevel on the bottom of our bottles. We have these square bottles, and they have this nice razor sharp bevel on the bottom, and I have our discontinued growth stimulator. But let's see if we can see it here. There it is.
Oh yeah.
You know, real nice sharp edge, right? Now, when you work with suppliers, they sometimes think that it's okay to substitute things in your large orders. Maybe they're just, randomly, you can order a couple thousand of something and it shows up and you're like, this is not the same as the last couple thousand of these that I got. And there's a different number stamped on the bottom of them. And there's no bevel around the edge. And your labels go a little further around it because the bottle is slightly smaller. And you're like, hey guys. And they're like, you ordered 1 ounce square glass bottles. Oh. And I'm like, I did. And I got the wrong ones. And they're like, are they not square 1 ounce glass bottles? And you're like, well, yeah, they are, but they're different 1 ounce square glass bottles. And they're like, well, we don't say which stamp you're going to get on the bottom. So you're just going to, put in a note and you can request the ones that you want, but we can't guarantee it. Right. And then so 4 hours worth of phone calls later, about 16 emails, a couple of escalations, and a manager, we now have a permanent fixed SKU that we can reference and get the exact bottles we want all the time. But that was not easy, right? It's one of those weird things where you're like, what'd you spend your time on today? And some days I spent 5 hours trying to make sure that when people pick up one of our bottles, their finger doesn't feel an edge that's not normally there and hasn't been over the past 10 years, right?
Yep.
And it's little things like that we obsess over, that any company that you buy stuff from that is owned and run by real people, and it's owned by like the same people who started it and they're still running it, I can promise you that the things you enjoy about that company are obsessed over to an almost unhealthy level. Because keeping things the same, they are rectangular. They are rectangle, and actually, you could even call them. These have been referenced as flask bottles before. But yes, they're nor a cube nor a square. They are a rectangle. Thank you, Leo. But that's so I could have told them they were wrong right there on the phone. Been like, no, they are not square 1 ounce glass bottles. They are rectangle glass bottles, and they are the wrong rectangle glass bottles.
Yeah.
So it's just little stuff like that. It's so stupid what you end up spending time on. And it's like we talk about time vampires. That's one of those things that you think is going to take 10 minutes in a quick phone call, and it ends up being like this lengthy World War II with one of your bottle suppliers.
Yeah. And Leo's right. He said it's the same kind of concept. It's not just shipping that's out of your control. Other things, purchasing, receiving, somewhat as well. If you think back to the COVID days, and you think back to the what was the phrase? I'm blanking on the phrase here, but it was like we were you couldn't get bottles, you couldn't get certain things. And man, the gymnastics that a bunch of companies had to do just to get stuff, to get enough products out to people, that was a wild time for all of that supply chain, the issues. And so, yeah, you're right. There's sometimes that it's just not in their control. Or, hey, what if you have an ingredient that all of a sudden has a worldwide shortage because the Moroccan argan tree had a bad frost or something, and that stuff comes up and happens.
Oh yeah, if you catch one good crop of lavender out west, I mean you're in big trouble for lavender essential oils for a little while,
right?
And we keep picking on Hawaii like we're picking on them. We're going to see what happens to sandalwood essential oil here pretty soon too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, you're right. You're right. And there's a bunch of interesting, like one that I learned about, black currant. I think I'm saying the second word part correct.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know that those trees are illegal in the United States?
Yeah, is that why our purple stuff is grape flavored, and over in the UK, their purple stuff is currant flavored?
Literally, in the UK, they're baffled that we can't have it here. Why? There's a certain fungus that those trees carry that kill our pine trees. And so the US government had to ban them so they didn't kill our entire pine tree population. And so when you go to Europe, they have black currant. They have all these flavored things, jams, and so many other things.
Nothing is grape flavored, and they make fun of us for having grape. They're like, it's not even grape flavored; it's purple. Like, what's your like? You guys have like this purple flavor. We have 2 flavors that baffle people over there, and it's grape and blue raspberry.
Yeah,
they're like, what are and you can't answer that question. Like, there's no defensible answer to it. Like, oh, well, that's because of there is no. Oh, that's because of
one. Right. Yeah. So no, that is a super. Yeah, it's very. I just learned about that. I was watching a video over someone traveling in Europe, and they went over that. I'm like, interesting. We do love blue raspberry in the U.S. That's a huge thing for us.
We do. I'm telling you what, and it's like what for like there's no blue raspberries.
No, we just made it up.
We can all get on board with the fact that blue raspberries as a thing do not exist. So did we decide we had this flavor and it was like, I don't know what that is. It's not quite blue raspberry. And it's like, huh?
But we all accepted it at mass. And how many times does it even cross your brain when you think about blue? It doesn't cross mine. I can tell you that.
Never. You could probably even taste something and be like, there's no label on this, but that's blue raspberry. Like we've been so brainwashed. Like we can call it. Like we can spot it in the wild.
Yeah.
And don't even need binoculars.
If you have blue raspberry, there has to be a sour option with it too. Like you can't
almost
have blue
always
raspberry without having sour options.
Almost always. Like you had when I was a kid, there was like those long ropes, like the candy ropes, and they were like the blue raspberry ropes that they sold in like gas stations. I'm probably like super duper dating myself with those, but does anybody else remember those blue raspberry ropes?
Oh, every single baseball game, they still have them too. You're talking about with like the sugar on the outside.
No, these were the pre-sugar on the outside ones. They were like a solid, just like it would think like red licorice consistency, like the inside of a Nerd's rope, but with no nerds.
Interesting.
And it was like an elephant on the label or something. Come on, now we're going to need to look these up.
We have to find them.
Now we're going to have to find blue raspberry rope. Let's see. Okay.
Because I know the sugared ones. Like those, I was big on those. That was a staple. Those, and then the Laffy Taffy watermelon that had the candy watermelon black seeds in them. It was a sports dream.
Oh, weird. And I remember these. And now I'm finding all kinds of weird variations. They have like the ones with the white stuff, like the fillings, like the cow tails almost.
Yeah, those are more modern though.
I'm not about that. I don't think that's going to be a me thing.
Mandela affecting the blue raspberry ropes. He might be.
Dude, I'm telling you what.
Yeah, he might be.
I'm telling you what. See, Laffy Taffy made one, but no, I can't find them. No, they're gone. No, what I'm remembering is just straight up gone.
Because like the Sour Punch ones, those were life for me. Like that was.
The Sour Punch sticks. Those were those were amazing.
Yeah,
I was all over those things when I was a kid.
Oh yeah, yep. No, those were life, and I really did love them. Man, I'm trying. I can't find them.
No,
I can't find them.
Nope. And they were like the big ones too. I'm gonna need to find like a retro throwback one here, just to prove they exist. I have to like defend my honor at this point with memory. I feel like my credibility is being called into question here, and these ropes existed. I'm telling you what, they did.
Yeah. Right. Did the Fruit of the Loom logo have the cornucopia thing or not?
No.
See, in my mind, it did.
I've never heard this question before.
Oh, you haven't heard this? Like when you think back to your childhood. So this is the debate here.
I feel like if it's a question, that means it must have had it, right? And just nobody remembered it.
So I don't know what the right answer is.
It's the one on the right.
That's what I remember.
There was no way, like there wasn't like Thanksgiving dinner, happening in everybody's waistbands.
This one was pretty convincing to me there, unless they went at full length to try and
I mean, no pun
make
intended. You
make
would
it
have had to
happen.
go pretty hard in the paint to fake that one. I mean,
Right,
quick
right.
little
That one
Photoshop
too.
job there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't remember it ever having a cornucopia.
You don't?
No,
Oh, see, I do. That's all I remember.
no, I don't. I remember it. I remember it without it for
That's
sure.
all I remember.
Yeah, like no. See, like all those labels up there with the corn. I think those are all fake. Those are all fruit of the foom. Those are fake. Those are Tony Bofama.
Phil, I did look up blue licorice roll. I don't think it's those. I don't think.
No,
Nate
I
was
see those. I
confusing.
have those right here. Oh, this is gonna drive me crazy. I'm gonna find them. It was one long. It was like a 3-foot long rope. Well, maybe that little detail is gonna help.
And then the other one, big one, is what? The Bernstein Bears or the what is it?
I don't know.
There's something with the Bernstein Bears effect, and it has. Oh yeah, here we go. Let's
No,
see
what's
what
up?
shows.
What's up with the Bernstein Bears? I remember them pretty well.
Yeah, you think you do, but it's about the spelling. Is it the EI or is it AI?
Oh, Baron. It was Berenstein. Oh, they're both Berenstein.
Or
Berenstein.
Bernstein?
It was Berenstein. It had to be the one on the left. Because I always
That's where
said it wrong.
My brain goes to the one on the left.
Yeah, I always said it wrong. I think my mom used to correct me. I used to say like Berenstain Bears, and she'd say Berenstein Bears,
Ah,
or Berenstein Bears. She used to like repeat it in a way. Oh, see, now I don't know which way I said it wrong though. No,
yeah.
I don't know.
These are good. These mess with your brain.
Oh, was it a super rope?
Are you on to something?
Oh no, that's red. It's a red licorice. No, I'm it's gonna happen. Berenstein. It's got to be the one on the left.
Did this movie exist? Did Shaq play a genie?
Yes.
So apparently it did not.
What?
I know this is one of the biggest ones, but apparently it did not, and most people
Jill
are confusing it.
Where's my wife?
Yeah, I know, but it's Sinbad is who was actually in Shazam, but then yeah, it never actually happened.
Really? So Kazam was just an ad for the app Kazam, and Shazam was the movie. Okay, I can buy that.
Yeah, and so Nate says Kazam existed, Shazam did not.
I thought, okay, so maybe Sinbad actually in a movie versus like a fake version of it as Shaq. I could see myself getting that one wrong. All right. I can see that one.
But you can see, like you said, you can see how that could get cross-contaminated.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, and so wow. Something else beard companies want you to know. I was born in the early 80s. And so we can just decide what we can make fun of each other for not remembering or remembering right now.
Yep.
That's totally okay. Nick's 42. Make your jokes relevant.
Yeah. No. Now, as a beard product business owner, is there anything, not even on like the frustrating side, is there anything that is like surprising to people where you get in your days and you're like, I don't think people would believe that this is what I do, or I don't think people have any concept that this is what a beard product business owner spends a segment of time on?
Oh, okay. So there's a few things that are just like, and this is the part 2 was actually in my mind supposed to be focused on funny stuff here. So this is actually a good segue for the last here. This is great. So first of all, when you're running a beard products company and you get a delivery guy that comes into your room, or maybe a town inspector or a tax assessor, it does not look like you're making beard products. I can promise you that. There is a number of other things that they think you're making and will make jokes about a lot based on your equipment that you have sitting around. We have lots of automated loaders. We have lots of bottling machines, lots of stainless steel surfaces, lots of very just clean, sterile looking machines next to big either other steel or otherwise food safe plastic drums. So it looks like we're up to absolutely no good when we're back in the production room. And so what's funny is to see like the progression of people understanding what it is you actually do when they're confronted with a room full of people. Because you got to understand, we don't get many walk-ins here, right? So if the tax assessor comes in and he thinks it's just a normal office, he's going to walk in, he's going to find a receptionist. Well, he walks in and he doesn't find a receptionist. And then he goes back and he gets into a production room, and then 3 people look over at him like he just, opened a garage door and we're getting into his trash, right? And so there we are. And we're usually covered in essential oils. So we're wearing rubber gloves. So he basically looks in and sees this very sterile room with a bunch of stuff sitting around and a couple of people hanging out wearing black nitrile gloves. It's humorous to say the least to hear people's reactions when you tell them what it is that you're actually doing.
Yeah. Do you ever mess with them? Or are you ever like Breaking Bad, like lean into it?
Yeah. Oh goodness. Like once in a while, if it's someone wearing a jacket, well, someone will yell, you got to yell raid, and then, see what they do real quick. You got to have fun with it. You especially if it's an official or someone coming in to do something like the fire department or something.
Get the shredder, honey.
Yeah. Yeah. Quick. Halliburton time.
Yeah. Good to see you, Alan. Good to see you. I love that. That's good. I like that one. They come in and you not know. Okay. Yeah, that's one that I would have never thought of, and I couldn't imagine experiencing. That's cool.
The other funny thing I think that people don't expect, this is probably just an us thing. I don't know. It might not just be an us thing. In our lobby, we don't advertise this much, so don't become a regular of the free box. But we have a little defect box out in the lobby. So we have stuff that either has a messed up label or it's an underfill or whatever it might be. And it'll go in the box, and our delivery guys usually grab stuff, right? So people that come in, they can pick from the box out in the lobby and bring some stuff home for themselves. And it's just kind of a year-round thing that we do for like our delivery and service people.
Love it.
And everyone loves it. Now, when people come up from downstairs and they're customers of the wood shop and they're confronted with a business that they don't know, and then they have a box that says free is for me on the front of it, and it's got stuff in it. In 2025, if you think that you are on camera, you won't touch things even when they say free anymore. Like, people need to ask like 4 different ways. Can I really have that? Is the stuff? Yeah. No, the box. It's the one that's in the, it's actually okay. Like they're really taken back by something is given away for free. They ask like where the donation box is. Like, are you sure? Don't worry. Like I'll tell everybody you got cards. Like I'll spread the word for you. Yeah. Thanks. And like, it's when you tell people something is free in 2025, the reactions you get out of people has been endlessly amusing. Like people just genuinely don't believe you.
Interesting. I could see that too. Yeah.
Yeah. They just don't. They're like, what do you mean it's free?
Interesting.
It's like it's spare. It's extra. It's a defect. It's free.
Yeah. Yep. I could see that. Question for the chat real quick. I know a lot of you have been seeing Dr. Nick's ads. Which ones have been standing out to you? And I'm just going to leave it at that because I want to hear what catches their attention and their mind right away. And Nick will know that was a hook, that was a main part, these different aspects. But I think that could be pretty interesting because this is, if you want to look behind the scenes, a new chapter for Dr. Nick's and Nick specifically himself of making these ads and building them and running them.
That's there's no video crew.
What's that?
I said there's no video crew.
Right.
There's no sound guy. There's no camera guy. These are me with a Instagram makeup tutorial ring light with a phone mount on it. And there I am just carrying that thing around with me. So it's, oh yeah, the Joe with the mustache ones, those are absolutely killer. That mustache was way too realistic. And
I keep getting the Liver King one as well.
Oh yeah, the man biting savagely into the liver. I love that. I made that with Sora. It was pretty cool.
The one with Nick having a seagull tattoo. Which one's that?
I knew Dennis was gonna say that. That's the one with me under the hood of the truck.
Is a seagull tattoo?
It's like they don't. So for anybody who's seen it, that's not me under the hood of that truck. That's AI me under the hood of a truck. I think I actually made the AI me wearing this hat with my mustache out a little bit.
Interesting.
But basically, I made an AI version of myself, and it was only from like the shoulders up. So it had no idea how to give me accurate tattoos. And Dennis, you know what I think that actually was? I think that was it trying to put grease on my arms.
Oh.
I don't think that was a tattoo. I think it was grease. I'm not sure. I think it was I think it was a grease smudge, and it ended up being like it looked like hacked up tattoo work. It was really bad.
And your mom says, I framed the hill and mustache one. Jill.
Yeah, the Jill and mustache one. That's amazing. And Mom, I will send you that photo in full resolution glory if you would like.
Oh, snap. Jill said, get ready for part 2 of the stash.
Oh, yeah. Get ready for part 2 of the stash. And everyone can get ready for part 2 of the ads coming out, because the next ad that comes out is for people that don't know us like you guys do. And so from this previous Commands Corner last week, I'm going through and whenever you asked everyone for feedback about us, I'm going through and screenshotting the ones that you pull up on the screen. I'm screenshotting that portion of the screen there. And I'm going to string together sentences of people's feedback about us to make real sentences for an ad, but I'm going to display the comment while I'm talking. So it's going to be 100% an ad that was scripted by you guys during Commands Corner, but no one knew it. So I'm just going to take it all and literally use strung together comments as a script for an ad and tell people that I didn't write this ad. Our customers did, and here's what they have to say.
I love that. And this just goes perfectly with this episode, you guys. Most people probably didn't know that Nick is planning these ads, that he's filmed these ads, that he's managing these ads, that he's coming up with new ones. That's another hat that a business owner needs to wear, unless you trust an agency and go with them and get far worse results, because Nick is better at it than those agencies. But that's just another thing that's just on the docket, but genuine labor of love. It's really fun talking to Nick about those ads and stuff, because he really does enjoy it, and he's very good at it.
It's super fun. Like I have actually had like a whole lot of fun doing it. I did not think I was gonna, that's for sure. But I ended up having a lot of fun doing these. And I think the ones that are going to be even more fun are going to be the ones that incorporate some of this, like, just community generate. It's a seagull. Listen, I'm getting screenshots from Dennis right now, and he's being pretty convincing that they put a seagull on my arm. Let me double check here. Let's see. I'm going to forward this over here. Let's see. I'm going to get this over to Dan. Oh, it does kind of look like a seagull, doesn't it, dude? All right, Dan, it's coming your way.
Where's it coming?
iMessage.
Okay.
It does kind of look like a seagull, doesn't it? Yeah, it doesn't look like grease.
I think I probably just have to show my phone with the time we have.
Yeah, I think so too. Oh boy.
Like the bottom part?
Maybe. Yeah, I think that's what he's looking at.
I don't know. Let me see.
I don't know what that is. It almost looks like an Among Us character or something.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know either. You know what it looks like? It looks like a poorly drawn chicken. Like on the look, it looks like I see what he means by seagull now. You mean like seagull head and beak and eye, not like seagull wings. I was looking for seagull wings. That's what you mean. Okay, it's like the beak and the eye and the profile
at the bottom on the wrist.
Yeah, it almost looks like a profile of a seagull.
A pigeon head.
Yeah, it looks like a pigeon head. Yeah, it does.
I see it. Okay. Yeah, right. If I can use my finger right here.
That's it. Yep. All right. So which ones of us are going out and replicating the terrible seagull tattoo?
Yeah, right. You're a real fan if you do that.
If you get the bad seagull tattoo from the ad.
Let's go. All right, you guys. That is our time today. Fortunately, unfortunately, however you want to view it. Unfortunate, because this is just so dang fun. Next week, sneak peek, Thanksgiving giveaway stream. Tell some friends. maybe they can win something. And remember, body wash, face wash, so many other products, head hair shampoo, head hair conditioner. It's not just for the fellas, man. Bring the ladies, come hang out. We have a great time. For me to you guys, thank you. I will see you next week. Nick, final words?
Oh man, it's gonna be a fun one. I'm telling you, invite your friends though, because if they're like, I don't care about that stuff, that's your thing, man. Then be like, fine, come register, give me the stuff that you win. You
True.
know, just pull one of those things. Let's stock the pond a little bit and get some digits in here next week. But I think no, we're gonna plan some good stuff. It's gonna be a fun one too. It's not gonna be our typical format of a giveaway.
Right.
Just so everyone knows, there's a little bit of a surprise in here too. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Definitely come hang out. It's Thanksgiving week. Everyone's going to kind of hopefully be wrapping up work for the week come Tuesday and trying to slow down a little bit and take a break. So I know I am, but we will see you next week.
All right, guys.